Welcome to Strength in Gaming. I'm Samson Lancaster, and today we have a fun episode for you. I'm calling it TWITCHGATE. Nobody else wants to, but I think we should. I think we should call it that. But we have some news and a lot of Twitch drama coming later. But I'm joined with a very nerdy pickle named Salvador. Madrigal.
I have glasses.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said you were a nerdy pickle, because that's how that works.
It gives me anime.
If you wear glasses,
eyes.
you're a nerd. I mean, that's a really old stereotype, but we're gonna try to bring it back. We have Cat Nerdy McGuire.
I also have glasses that are not prescription, but I have contacts in that are prescription. But these glasses are just like UV glasses that help me see better. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, think bye.
They don't give you anime eyes.
Anime eye. I don't know.
It's to hide how tired I look, honestly, but whatever. I'm also protecting my eyes, so leave me alone.
Yes, protect your eyes. Your very special eyes. And Sublyminality is with us, of course.
Yeah, I don't have glasses, but I also had LASIK, so I don't need glasses.
Yeah,
so you're arguably the nerdiest of us all.
The top half of us had LASIK. The bottom half wear glasses. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Get good, I think is what that means. But welcome, listeners, again. Why don't we get us started with some news? Let's see here. So recently, a disgruntled employee of an MMO decided to spam players with profanity-laden official notifications. I don't know who here plays MMOs, but like when you get a big server-wide announcement, it'll say you'll get a warning that'll say something like the server's going down in 5 minutes, so log off or get safe, dock up, whatever.
I don't think I've ever seen it like that though. Like when we played WoW and all the other ones, it would pop up on the corner right in your chat that says you have 15 minutes to log out.
It depends on the game.
Well, this game is for fucking kids. It's like Wizard 101, which is for like teens and younger, right?
Yeah.
So normally Roblox, you probably play Wizard 101.
Normally you would see something that would say something like the server's going to go down or whatever, so tell your parents you have time right to do things that aren't playing a video game. But yeah, there's that one of them just said dick and balls, like
yeah. It's just dick and balls, just boop.
The next world is my boss's asshole.
Oh my god!
If it weren't a child's MMO, it would be absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it would be very funny.
It still kind of is hilarious.
It still is, but it's also inappropriate and bordering.
I'm sure the kids,
certain crimes, but
the kids hear worse at school. Though.
Oh, at school?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They're brutal.
In other games,
if they play COD, they
this
hear
day,
way worse.
Whatever their parents
age,
are watching on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just ridiculous. And actually, I think that I think Heather actually gave me that article. She's actually been
she plays Wizard 101
aggregating
already.
No. She doesn't play MMOs. She does not like the only MMOs that she's played. I've forced her to play. And
sounds about right.
And I cannot, like, there's a clause in our prenuptial agreement. No, I don't have a prenup. I'm just saying, like, but like she would divorce me if I forced her to play Eve. Let's just put it that way. So
fair.
But what else?
You're hanging by a nut hair.
Do that too.
I should probably stop shaving him then. Sal, what do we got next in the news?
I don't know. Stuff.
Joke on my whiskey.
So here's the thing.
This is cask strength, sir. You can't do that to me.
Here's the thing. I've known about this exploit for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 for a while because my PlayStation was modified.
So this article Lancastered us, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I think I mentioned that I put homebrew on my PlayStation 4 a long fucking time ago before it died.
No, I actually do remember you talking about this stuff.
I remember you mentioning that.
When I read the article when I was doing research. When I read the article, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, like so Sal
it's a
Sal
hardware level
not
exploit.
a software, but
hardware level exploit
where
they can
so
never
hard.
fucking patch
so
ever
hard.
Can never be patched because of the way that it was made. And you think they would have changed that when they released the PlayStation 5, but nope. It's still fucking there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you can use your old PlayStation 2 games, I think, and you can do this I forgot what it's called. It's overflow to basically inject programs into. It's called Henkaku is the one that I use. And it injects it into the PlayStation. And basically,
that sounds like bukkake. I don't.
It does. That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's a Japanese exploit.
We connected, yeah.
It's
a Japanese exploit.
So bukkake. I'm gonna just call it bukkake from now. You can inject bukkake into your PlayStation 4.
Well, you actually probably could with this exploit. So
nothing's stopping you. It got to slot. I mean,
oh man,
PlayStation.
That's too good.
I wasn't quite thinking that physical.
PlayStation Chan.
I was thinking more digital, but okay.
But anyways, I had a Henkaku installed on my PlayStation 4.
You had a bukkake.
So it basically unlocks your PlayStation, so you can back up PlayStation games to it, play anything really.
Backup.
Backups. But you can play PlayStation 1 games on it, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, which they didn't have any kind of backwards compatibility really.
So yeah, it adds it like adds the people's backwards compatibility to your PS5.
So I basically had like all like retro consoles and shit on there. Some older games like PlayStation 1 games that I like Suikoden or some RPGs that aren't available, like Legend of Dragoon, I think I had on there. And this was an exploit that they never patched out. They could never fix because all it did was the people who were involved just updated the Henkaku and you got it going again.
Sorry.
Can it let me play Silent Hill PT? That's all I really want.
Yeah.
I want to play that again.
Actually,
oh my god, PT.
Yeah.
Because if I recall, Devin told me because Heather really wants to play Silent Hill games and basically said that he's like, well, you kind of need to play it on a PS2, So I was like, well, maybe we can do it this way
Silent
instead.
Hill 2 on the PS2, like part of how scary it is the controls fucking suck.
Yes, no, it's true.
Oh my god,
it's true. You can't run from anything. It's just, and you get stuck.
It makes you feel helpless.
Yeah.
You hear the static on the radio. And you're like, fuck.
It's a feature. It's part of the experience. But
yeah, so they apparently it's also available on the PlayStation 5, the same freaking exploit. I mean,
well, it's because it's built into the core of the programming. It's in the system, right? So you have the emulator, which was what on what was it on, like 3 or 4? What was the emulator on originally?
PlayStation 4, I think. Yeah, because in 3 on PlayStation 3 when I had that shit.
And as I understand
different.
How it was read, the way the launcher, like the compiler, the launcher for the emulator, is that it accepts pretty much anything as like, true.
Yeah.
Like that it accepts as like, okay, that's if it's running in this, then it's good stuff. So it's basically ends up being like a backdoor.
Yeah, it's
the hardware, into the software.
It's basically like remember the first generation of PlayStation 3 had backwards compatibility because it has that one chip built into it, and then the subsequent ones didn't have that, so the compatibility issue was, it didn't exist anymore.
So, I mean, I guess time will tell whether it's worse than just the ability to add backwards compatibility or emulation. But
I'm sure like now you can run like homebrew stuff like emulators for like older games, but as far as like I understand the newer stuff like PlayStation 4 games and 5 games, they have a CD check on there, and if you try to play online, that'll ban you from the console. It'll shut it. It'll brick it.
Yeah. There is that.
But you can still play old
Use
PlayStation
at your
3.
own risk.
Yeah, use at your own risk. But if it's a non-online game, like PlayStation 3, 2, 1, or even
I've got a PlayStation 4 just
SNES,
sitting around collecting dust. Maybe I can
SNES or shit like
I
that.
used to have
Get
one,
PT on
but-
it.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Wait, no, I still have my PlayStation
Yeah.
with PT on it.
That's all I want.
Any of the older stuff you can run on it on the PlayStation 5.
Did
If
you
you want
not
to, but
play
like
PT? Subly?
I did. I
Oh.
I didn't have a PlayStation 3, so I played it at a friend's house.
Yeah, the baby's not coming from that. Back from that.
The baby's not coming back
No.
from that. That's a cat quote directly when she was playing it at my house.
Yes.
On a
Yeah.
120-inch screen in the dark.
I was fucking. I've come a long way since that day, but
I
I,
know,
feel like that
but-
was my horror awakening.
Those were your formative
so good.
years.
But yeah, the future looks bright for PlayStation 5. I mean, it's not exploitable. It's a perfect
It's a
machine.
feature, Sal.
So what do we got? Oh,
Subly introduced something to us.
yeah, I saw the video.
The notes.
I'm
Oh,
digging
yeah,
it.
Proteus.
Proteus.
hmm
It
Has a retro feel to it.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's got some.
What is it
serious
about that, dude?
Doom.
Like all the
No,
all the
it's got some
games.
serious like Doom, Quake, Unreal-ish vibes, like before,
Mhm.
even before Unreal, but like yeah, like Doom and stuff like that. But it looks like it combines like the infrastructure of like today's multiplayer games, which
Yeah,
that
it
looks
I think it's
fucking awesome.
voxel based game, dude. But fuck, it looks
Well,
so good,
the
dude.
yeah,
I
because
love
the
way it looks.
graphics are like Doom level sprite, but like in 3D.
Yeah,
You know,
Mhm.
and I really like that, and I really like that it like when I first watched it, I was like, oh, this is just another like, you know, Doom clone kind of nostalgia deal. But then they had the multiplayer, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. That's fun.
Middle Grey was playing a like a demo of it on stream a while back, and it just like it looked like it felt so good. Just like yeah, just running
it looks
through.
viscerally.
He was equating it to
satisfying.
feeling more like Quake.
Oh yeah, Quake 2.
Well, but so yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Mhm.
Can you get a nail gun? Can I want a nail gun? Yeah, that it looks really good. I would actually like to play that. I don't know, like I mean, from the trailer, what the like actual multiplayer is like, but maybe it should be a strengthened gaming event.
There's just something satisfying about playing games like that you just go in
Oh,
and
yeah.
kill monsters.
That's
It's
like-
Oh
really good.
yeah.
For me, that's
Just
like
jam
old school
out to good music.
nostalgia.
Yeah, well, Doom just
Doom had the best.
It had the
soundtrack.
best everything. It had the best
Yeah.
soundtrack. I can like hum or whistle any of the Doom level musics. And I'll be doing it like when we're playing fucking 7 Days to Die when I have a sledgehammer. I'll just be like, you know, thinking about it, and it's so like and that's another thing too that we have yet to see. Like, is the soundtrack going to be amazing, or you know, whatever? How is the gameplay going to be? But
Oh, if you want to
It
play
looks
a really good
promising.
game like that, it's Metal Hellsingers.
yeah, but that's also an
It's a
FPS
rhythm game.
Rhythm game.
Rhythm
Like,
based, yeah.
Yeah.
I
but
don't
it's
understand
really good.
that. I've never. So you've played it already?
You can play the demo. They have a demo on there.
Well, I asked you if you've played it. I didn't ask you if there was a demo.
No, I'm saying if you want to try it out, there's a demo. You can try.
Okay, but you
Good.
said it was really good. Like you played it. That's why I
Good.
asked. That was
'Cause it's a
verifying.
demo.
Sal, that was verifying.
But yeah, give it a go if you want something like nostalgic but kind of more modern. Those
Yeah,
rhythm-based games have become like a big thing. Like it was at Crypto the Necro Dancer. That one was pretty fun too. That was a rhythm-based.
Yeah, I haven't played
RPG.
it, but I wanted to. I just haven't. But yeah, Sal tricked me into watching a Yang Yeah video.
Meow.
I haven't watched him like since pre-pandemic, I think.
I can't deal with his.
He's a good voice actor, dude.
I'm sure
Oh, he has a great voice.
I'm sure he's a great voice actor.
He was doing that.
Whether his character.
Well, no, his regular voice is very drony, dude. It's very monotone.
If that's his regular voice, like maybe that's just how he decides to do these videos. However, the case, it's very drony. It puts me to sleep, and I can't stand it. But anyway,
good way. If you have insomnia, he'll knock you the fuck out.
Cyberpunk, which Sal has been playing.
Yeah. It's okay. The story is really good. It's excellent, though, by the way. But the gameplay is, the AI is so fucking dumb, dude. Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Oh, the pickle animation is beautiful.
And then the tech weapons, dude. You can shoot through walls, dude.
Oh, you can get the fucking X whatever from Perfect Dark.
Yeah, exactly. The Farsight is basically the Farsight. With the shotgun, you can get a Farsight sniper rifle, which is the Farsight.
The weapon was so broken.
Yeah, dude, it breaks the game. And
first person to get the Farsight just kills everybody on the other side of the map.
That's exactly the fucking game, dude. You play Cyberpunk and you find one of the tech weapons, you just shoot through the walls and you win. They need to really fucking nerf that shit, dude. Honestly, that would make the game so much better.
Yeah, but anyways,
there's a anime that came out on Netflix called Cyberpunk Edge Runners that was amazing anime. If you haven't seen it, fucking watch it, dude. You'd be crying.
I just watched the trailer and it looks fucking great. It's on my list. We have
so many god, it's like, why do you put so many feels in this fucking anime, dude? What the fuck?
It's good for you, man.
It's so good, dude.
Feels. It's good for the
soul.
It's
so good. But apparently that resurrected the game. Like they sold 20 million copies now because of Edge Runners, dude. Edge Runners saved Cyberpunk. It wasn't that the game got better like No Man's Sky.
Well, and I actually watched the fucking Yang video, okay? There were bumps from edge and stuff, and every time something got better, it did go up a little bit. I mean, but Edge Runners fucking blew the roof off the joint with like 1 million fucking concurrent players.
Yeah, it bumped them up to like 100,000 or something like that, which was like,
I heard the word million, but okay.
From the last time I checked, it was 100-something thousand.
Well, but watching the video,
a lot of people,
they reported that for like a week they were in the millions. I don't know what you're smoking.
But anyways, the show saved the game, and they try to incorporate stuff from the show into the game. Like you can find David's jacket, Rebecca's gun, the shotgun. They put it in there, and then other scenes from the anime where you can find in the game, which pretty much drove people to buy it. And then they sold it for half off, so that kind of helped.
I really like the animation of the pickle checking his notes.
Notes say no. But I mean, I already played through it once, and I made But
to be clear, you bought it for $30.
I still haven't opened it.
Yeah, I got it. Here's the thing. I got it from Gog. So I bought it straight from the horse's mouth, as Prem would say. So they got all the proceeds. So all the money went to them. Instead of buying it on Steam, and they get a cut of it, right?
Which
they lose a cut.
I mean,
which is what you should do.
I think I got it on Amazon or something.
I guess, except you're encouraging shitty game developers to put out more shitty fucking games that aren't complete.
Well, at least they get
3 years later.
They get all the shitty money instead of somebody else shitty cutting in some of the money.
Well, I just want to. I mean, now maybe that it's on sale for $30, it might be worth it, according to Sal. He says that. But also, I feel like he's shared with us personally, that there's been several immersion-breaking bugs while he's playing the game.
A lot of fucking bugs are still in this game, dude. A lot.
So like
A lot.
like
A lot.
fuck you, CD Projekt Red. Like
A lot.
all these assholes that put out incomplete games and overhype the fuck out of them. Like whatever the case may be, we all know that, you know, the reason is they want more money, they want the biggest fucking release. But no, just stop.
Yeah,
Horizon
if it was
Forbidden West was a
get
lot
some
like
help.
that too. It's just kind of like all of them are doing it lately.
I didn't even like, okay, but Forbidden West, like it's just the exact same game with a bunch of extra crap in it, and like it is not good
it's
compared to the
messy.
original. And there's bugs and things, but like that doesn't even that to me doesn't like compare, because we're talking about like a game like.
No,
I'm
they
talking
totally
more about
snowballed
an
you.
initial release of a game.
Yeah, they totally
where it's like
snowballed everybody.
gonna be so it's
Mhm.
just it's dumb.
Especially when they were selling the special consoles, like the Xbox One Cyberpunk version that didn't fucking run at all.
Yeah.
Oof.
So this next little piece of news here goes out to Spike Lancaster. We have an HBO trailer for Just Press X. I'm
Hashtag
sorry.
Spike Hiroshima.
Last of Us, the trailer.
I don't think
and-
it's gonna be good,
and-
bro.
I okay, but they got the Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, he's
they got
so
the Pedro.
good. He's gonna be really good.
And they
And
got the bear girl
Yeah.
from
Liana
I can't remember her
Mormont.
name.
Liana-
I
the
can't
Mormont,
remember
yeah, the Mormont
actress's
girl.
name.
I
But
can't remember the
she's
actress's
really good
name
too.
either, but they're both really good. Like they're the casting is great, you know, and it there's that, but like it's hard, like and it's HBO, so that could be really good or
Or,
eh.
Yeah,
But,
I have
like-
faith in the actors, but we don't know how the writing is gonna go
Yeah.
or the
and
direction.
the
Yeah,
trailer
actors
the
could be
trailer
god tier,
gave you
dude, at the-
absolutely fuck all nothing except
Yeah,
for a
that's
clicker.
why- yeah,
Wait, no, that's the other game. But you know what I mean? Like it looked good, but they didn't really
yeah, the
give you-
trailer looked really good, but there was
anything,
not
though.
much in there. Yeah.
there was no content except that we know who the main actors are, and we know that they're great, like casting, and it'll be that like at least that's good.
Yeah, until a
But-
big fucking clicker comes over and smashes a dude's eyeballs in. Got over.
Are they gonna save all their flamethrower ammo until the very end and never fucking use it and beat the game and be
Probably.
like, God damn it, I could have
I
been
know,
using
I
the
just-
flamethrower on those giant assholes.
Hey, how come I didn't get any food? Dang.
Dunkin',
Yeah,
what are you
where's
eating from
mine?
Dunkin' Donuts
did you-
for dinner?
Did you bring enough for the whole
Eating
class?
Dunkin' Donuts.
It looked like
It's
Dunkin'
Thai
Donuts.
food.
Why does the bag look like Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, it's probably just this
Oh,
thing
it's a
doing the
thank
Dunkin'
you,
colors.
okay.
Yeah.
It's the colors, yeah, like similar. Thai food
Is it
good.
cream of some young guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know
Nope.
what? Some pad thai sounds good.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, I have something similar. I have like a ramen-y type thing. But anyways, so
I don't know, man. I have a bad feeling, like a
Yeah,
something in the pit of my stomach.
I really want it not to suck because Last of Us is amazing. I really want it not to suck.
I'm really hoping
you know what,
HBO
though?
learned
And
a
I
lesson
love
after
Pedro
Game of
Pascal.
Thrones.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
House of
but
the
I don't
Dragon
think
has been really good.
Yeah,
so
it's been amazing.
I still need to watch that. Sal won't watch it, but I still need to watch it.
That one episode.
But a
Sounds
lot of
like-
the other
Woo!
HBO shows are really good. It was just literally though D&D. It was basically just
Yeah, and
The
it was
Davids.
just the last two seasons.
Yes. Mhm.
Especially the last one. But
I have
Mhm.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah. I mean, I liked Game of Thrones.
It didn't ruin it for me, the last two seasons.
No, it didn't.
But
If
it
Game of
did ruin
Thrones
it
is
for a lot of
anything-
people.
to go by, then it's gonna start off strong, and then they're gonna shit the bed the last.
It's
season.
possible, yeah. I mean, it's possible, but
Just hot
maybe not.
diarrhea.
maybe not. Who
Who
knows? So,
I'll give it a go.
And then Andrew's
does
gonna
any-
mix. Andrew's gonna miss all the context at the end.
does anybody remember a thing called Google Stadia? I mean, I don't.
Is that?
And
I
what-
don't
what's
know
that?
what the
Am I
fuck
gonna
that is.
like?
It's like
I kept getting ads for
do-
it all the time.
Do you guys remember Do you guys remember Google Glass? No, nobody remembers it.
No
No.
idea.
Because Google does the same fucking shit on all of their projects that aren't main Google things. Google Stadia is shutting down finally. Like, I mean, it's just who didn't see this?
I don't
coming?
fucking
Who didn't see it
understand
coming?
it. Honestly, I don't understand it, dude. They're
With the amount of ads that they were running, like it couldn't have been.
No,
They
but that's what they
literally-
do. They waste a bunch of money on something, and it's like this is the next best thing. And then when it's
And they
not,
shut
they're
it
just
down,
like,
yeah.
fuck off. It's like Netflix and series that are actually good, but apparently no.
people have been calling
Like-
it out for a couple of months now, saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna wind it down," and Google's been up and down. No,
No,
we're still
no.
committed to it. And
That's
then,
their fucking
oh,
PR
okay.
team covering their ass.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna
That's
shut
the marketing
it down,
department
guys.
is like, we're gonna get
At least-
fired if we tell them that.
At least they're refunding everybody's money for all the games that they bought, and any time left over on your subscription, and for the actual.
Well, but when you
controller
say
and
the
shit,
games that they bought, you mean all the games or like
all
after a
the
certain
all of
point?
the games,
Oh,
all of
wow,
the games that they bought,
Okay.
they're getting refunds.
That's not
Uh,
bad.
They're
But
not giving you refunds for the subscription up to the point where they stop it. Anything that you have left over,
I mean, I guess
That's
that's fair.
fair.
Like
Yeah,
you use,
you
they're not going to
using
give you
it,
the money
yeah.
that you like used
Here's-
service.
Here's
for,
the thing,
right?
though. I think Young Meow he did a video on it. Oh, that's the one we watched, right?
Young, yeah. No, I didn't
Yeah.
watch the Stadia video.
He made a point that
I try not to watch his videos as much as possible. I only
Come
watch
on,
the
if you have
Cyberpunk one because
insomnia,
you
it's
fucking shared
perfect. You'd be like,
it. That's
Passed
a
out.
great pickle screenshot.
10 minutes in, you're asleep, dude. You wake up the next day, it's like, what the fuck happened? It's like the sirens call, dude. You fucking fall asleep. But anyways,
But-
he pointed out that one of the people who uses Stadia pointed out that he has 400 hours on Cyberpunk. And you know, on Cyberpunk now you have cross-platform save, so you can upload it to their servers and then just go to any
okay.
other platform and play it there and continue your saves.
But that's
Not on Stadia. On Stadia, you don't have that option.
Oh.
To upload
Yeah,
your
that
saves,
that
so
that
that's
could kill it
400
pretty fucking
hours,
quick.
yeah.
But I mean, it's a pattern for Google, right? There's so many
Yeah.
projects that they started and didn't stick
So
with. So
anything experimental from Google, I think you should be very leery about adopting, right? Unless you have
Yeah.
the money to burn.
which by the way, there is one thing at least. I use Project 5. My cell plan is Google, the Google cell plan 5.
Yeah, but that's not really
And that-
experimental though. That's
No,
That's
but
their
I mean,
service.
it sort of is because it combines U.S. wireless, T-Mobile, and is it Sprint? I'm not sure.
Sprint and
it's-
T-Mobile are the same now.
Okay, yeah. Well, originally that's
Yeah.
what it was. It was Sprint, T-Mobile, and U.S. wireless. So I guess, and then also one of the things about it was that you basically had the same plan anywhere in the world.
Mhm.
So that was one of the big things. That's why we got it originally, because Heather traveled so much.
They
But-
kind of have to though if they wanna sell
But-
their phones.
yeah, that's also like
Yeah.
that. There's, I could see there being more invested in that because that's still more tied into the mainstream of everything.
Yeah, everybody has a fucking cell phone
Yeah.
now, so
But not everybody got a Stadia.
no. Now I want it. I don't fucking understand it, dude. They literally have barges off of San Francisco that are just server farms, just running streaming for YouTube and all other shit. But Nvidia now can do a better job than fucking Google. How does that work, dude?
Well,
Google should
no,
be
it's
able
just they didn't think that the project was viable, and they ditched it, just like they did with Google Glass and a bunch of other shit, right? Google Plus, Google. There's some other thing that Heather tried to get me.
Google Music, I think that
Google-
was another
yeah,
one that
Google
failed.
Music, Google. God, what was the other thing? There's this weird family file sharing plan that Heather keeps talking about because she doesn't want to pay to increase her drive space, her Google Drive space, and I have paid for it because I've been using it for a long time mostly for strength and gaming. But she was like, yeah, it's called
Let's see what they have.
Google something or whatever, and I can't make it work. Like I finally after many times trying, I got to add her to it, and she still doesn't have any space. So it's like it doesn't like I was like, that must be one of those things that they started and didn't finish. But anyways, there's another story.
You can look it up. It's called killedbygoogle.com. You can see all the projects that they started up and just killed.
There you go, killedbygoogle.com.
Yikes.
And Google
but there's another
January 2023.
I like how it looks like I'm holding nothing in my hand. That's awesome. But
are you speaking to the Senate?
Fellow
senators.
No, there's actually whiskey in my hand. But this story that Subly brought concerns this thing right here. I don't know how many of you have one, but I have a Logitech webcam.
Oh shit!
And
Me too.
Yeah. So, and yours, Sal's using a cell phone, I think, a Pixel 1. Yeah, an old phone. But when I watched this, it didn't surprise me too much, but I thought that it was pretty dirty dealings. But anyways, Subly, why don't you explain?
Yeah, so Logitech is like launching this new line specifically like geared to streamers. So like that's what they are advertising for, is like for webcams for your stream and everything. And in the like commercials, like advertising and stuff for like the webcam for the quality, like they're not actually using the webcam that they are advertising. They're using like a professional, like a DSLR camera. Instead.
What do we have here?
That's dirty cricket, as it would say.
Yep.
That's the old bait and switch.
Yeah, I don't trust a lot of products that say that they're specifically for streamers, because most of the time it's just a gimmick to make it more expensive. Whereas like a lot of the trusty equipment that a lot of streamers use are actually really affordable and really simple.
Yeah.
The only exception I think would be mics. Like microphones are expensive if you want a really good one. But even this one, like it's not that expensive and it works just fine. You know?
Yeah. It depends on what you're doing, right? If you're doing like professional voiceover, it might be different. But
if all else fails, go Rode mics.
Rodes are really good, yeah.
But as far as this whole Logitech webcam thing is concerned, they also reused footage that they used in previous fucking commercials that they had faked with whatever other professional camera on later versions of camera or of webcams. And I do want to say this right now, that their webcams suck.
They're not great.
If you're looking to like film something, they're garbage. You can't put, right now with the technology, you can't put a big enough chip inside that tiny little thing to equivocate even a DSLR camera, right? Like, but that beside that point, there are. I stopped watching the video after it became an ad for that $300 fucking webcam. I was like,
Jesus.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is an ad for a $300 webcam.
To be fair, he's a product reviewer, so
yeah. So, but before that, like, legitimately was like, this is fucking like, this should be fraud. Like, but some of it was also so obvious. Like the points where they were like showing off the different functionality of this new camera where it will follow you around, and you can clearly see on the screen, because it's like a Zoom call like this, that it doesn't match what the person is doing. So it's like literally just, some other footage superimposed on the screen.
That's
and
so
they're
sad.
using different cameras, and it's bad, it's dirty. And the amount of
the price
quality.
Justification for a 1080p fucking camera though is that's fucking bullshit.
If I'm gonna spend $300,
1080p camera, and I think it was like $80.
Yeah, dude,
still pricey,
and that's pushing it. Yeah, that's
for a webcam.
Yeah, if I'm going to spend $300 on a webcam, I'm just going to go all out and spend a few more $100 and get a DSL camera that I hook up to my computer. Like what I think Markiplier does that. He has a DSLR for his camera and it looks great.
Julian does that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his are so crisp.
I bought the stream thing that plugs into the DSL camera because I'm gonna start another show with Devin and
do upskirt shots.
After I did the spicy tendies and stuff, I did it with this shitty webcams. I did like 2 webcams, and the quality to me was terrible, but it was enough to get by. But yeah, they're not that expensive. I think they're less than $100 for, I fucking forget what it's called, but it's just a little dongle that you can plug USB to your DSLR and then plug it into the computer, and it basically becomes a webcam.
See, I need that.
You're gonna put it on spicyhobbitfeet.com.
Yeah. So but it's like basically so the reason why that's good for those that aren't streamers, I guess, is that when you're streaming, we have, programs that like OBS or Streamlabs, whatever you're using, where you can just record. Like you don't have to stream, you can record. You can literally just like film shit with your computer, connecting your DSLR camera to it. But yeah, Logitech, I'm disappointed. I haven't used a whole lot of Logitech products, but I really liked their the G3 or G4 gaming mouse that they had. And
I have that.
Always bought their cameras. I don't think the next webcam I buy will be Logitech.
You're right.
I've always bought the peripherals except for the webcams, just because I don't really give a fuck about webcams. But their mice and their keyboards were always good. Their TVs are fucking great, but that's kind of
Sal. You do realize that you have to become a VTuber now as a pickle.
I just thought of this idea while I was watching Sal be his pickle self, that we should have an episode where the rest of us do this filter and pick an avatar and have fun with it. So it's we're all just characters.
Yeah, I think on the Halloween episode I used it once, and I think I've actually used it when I was one time streaming.
Oh my god!
When I was streaming something for Halloween, I think it was Hunt actually. I put on like a cowboy hat and a big fucking mustache filter.
Go back to your other pickle self. I like the other one better.
You can all be Shrek.
That's fine. Shrek is fun.
Hulk smash.
Well, so
all this hazing is make me go.
That one's good too. I like that.
Yeah,
something happened on Twitch recently, I think.
I
don't know.
A lot of something.
A lot of something happened on Twitch. So, yes, I will be your guide through Dramageddon. Because I'm like somewhat tuned into it, even though a lot of streamers involved I don't follow, and I'm not like fully aware of them. But they are all very big streamers. So here's what's up. September has been quite a month for
this last week.
Yeah, this last week, but it's also other things have happened this month too, which is crazy. So I wanted to talk about what happened at the beginning of the month. That was crazy. And then we had like a week later in the month that was just like bananas. And I have a couple references up. So I just want to give a shout out to this page, Dexerto, because I'm looking at their article to kind of help orient myself to everything. But they start with that week that turned to shit. So I'm gonna jump back to the beginning of September.
So the shit that took a poop.
Yeah. So the beginning of September, actually, it was the end of August. It was the end of August. I'm sorry about that. It was a Twitch streamer named Kimika, and it was very controversial because I guess Kimika was having sex live on stream while like responding to her chatters. And I think she was trying to be sneaky about it. I haven't seen the footage. But from like accounts that I have read, she was trying to be sneaky about it, and it was just not. And so the response from Twitch about that was that she got banned for, how long do you think she got banned for?
2 days.
Okay. Anyone else have a guess?
350.
I already know. So
okay.
Yeah.
Samson already knows. Okay. So she was banned for 7 days, which on the surface level, that probably seems like, okay, yeah, banned for 7 days. I get it. But then you compare it to a Twitch streamer that got banned for just sending like his followers to like go raid someone's stream and say like mean things in the comments, which is not cool. It is not cool.
No,
and he did
not.
deserve to be banned. And I'm not saying that he didn't. But I think that when you compare the two, it's not fair that someone who broke such a big rule as don't fucking have live porn on Twitch only got
really
banned
quick,
7 days.
I did look it up because I was curious. And like you said, it was sneaky. Like you couldn't see anything. You could kind of see her.
It was in the background.
But yeah,
it was like a
boyfriend,
reflection
like, in the background
like,
or
so
something.
there was like a mirror.
Oh, you guys watched the footage?
I didn't look at the.
I didn't want to watch the footage.
Mirror. Why, Cat? What are we
I didn't
paying you
want to-
for?
Yeah, porn is porn.
Oh no, I knew
No,
about
it
the
was-
drama,
it-
but I just
It was
I-
like
I-
it was indirect, but it was still there. It was
Yeah.
it was not like she wasn't pointing a camera like right at the bed.
Well, it's not the first
type
time,
deal.
though, right? Amaranth showed some fucking kitty on stream, and she got like
Yeah, just straight up, you
2-hour
could see
2-hour
all of it.
to our
and she got a
banner.
It was like a
24-hour
1 day or
ban.
something like
slap
that.
on
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
head,
and
but-
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just Twitch is not being
They're not consistent with the terms of service.
consistent. Yeah, they're just not being consistent.
Well, they're
Like
following the money, right? Like these
Yeah.
streamers all bring in millions of
Mhm.
dollars for Twitch.
exactly,
So
and
they're not going to ban them.
Kimika's
Yeah.
next stream after she was unbanned after 7 days was like triple what she had normally or
Yeah,
what
'cause
she had
everybody's like,
that
"Ooh,
day.
what-
Yeah,
you know, what's-
exactly.
Yeah, well,
What's
the
going on?
scandal.
We gonna see some
like,
titty slips or something like
the scandal, the anticipation, all that
Mhm.
stuff, and I don't like. Ugh,
they'll bring in people
I
that
feel like Twitch
you know
is
maybe
supposed
weren't on
to be
Twitch
a
to be like,
video
oh, what's going on
game
over here?
streaming platform, and
Right.
There's all
I
kinds of stuff
do not-
on.
I do not like people like Amaranth and others, but like it's
Yeah, they're
But-
that
ugh.
I forgot
Like-
what channel it's
It
called.
probably wasn't the intention of Twitch when it was
It's
created.
totally the intention
Yeah,
of Twitch.
Well,
They
no,
saw the writing
yeah.
on
Well,
the wall.
what Sal said, it's the intention of Twitch to make money. That's what matters to them, honestly. That's why when shit like this happens, it's just, a 7-day ban. Now, I stand by this, and I'm not a fucking men's rights activist or anything. Y'all fucking know me and who I am. Vagina has been on Twitch. It had happened. It was shown, right? 24-hour ban. Sex happens, though it wasn't really shown. It was like indirectly shown and barely.
7 days.
It's 7 days. But like, what still hasn't happened, as far as I know, there hasn't been a penis on screen. Now, if a penis happened on Twitch,
Lifetime
that-
ban.
lifetime ban and criminal charges, that would be indecent exposure. That would be sex offender registry. Like, I still like, I always come back to this because it's true, not because I give a shit, not, but it's like, it's just a fact that would happen. It hasn't happened yet. Someone could prove me wrong, and that's science, right? If it happens and that isn't the results, if someone gets like that's not the results that I'm saying right now, then that we're saying, because Kat mentioned the lifetime ban, then prove me wrong or change my mind as fucking oh god,
I hate
fucking
Steven Crowder.
I do too.
Fuck
but
that piece of
I
shit.
hate him too for many reasons. But the change my mind, you gotta admit, the change my mind meme has its uses.
Oh, it does. It does.
But yeah. But anyways, That's just the tip of the iceberg, Kat. Sorry, we got off track there.
I know.
They need to update their TOS, dude. It's like
I think
they do.
A certain amount of money,
I think
you'll
previously
be immune from this and this
from
and that.
what I just said, you would get all of those things for just the tip.
And I think that's a point that the other streamer, Gideon, the streamer who like harassed Pokimane, another huge streamer, or had his followers harass her. I mean, I think he totally deserved the ban for that, because you should not be sending people to harass anyone ever.
Right, no, ever.
Under any circumstance. So I am not fighting the fact that he got a lifetime ban.
Yeah,
on
he
Twitch.
even himself, he said, I deserve what I got.
Yeah, but he's also angry because this chick,
The double standard.
He says that Twitch is exhibiting racism and or sexism because of this. When you compare the two,
it's not racism. It's definitely sexism, though.
It's no racism.
That's why I said and or.
Amaranth
based
is
off
racism.
of monetary value.
She said the N-word,
Yeah.
and I don't even think she got banned for that. Maybe it was a day.
That's a.
She's been banned a lot.
I watched that clip multiple times, and it's another reason why I don't like Amaranth. She's a piece of shit. She's also a very strong woman, and she's very smart when it comes to business, and she's gonna be making lots of money, and she's gonna be set for the rest of her life.
But
that's all undeniable. But she's a shitty person.
I hate that we share a name. Her name is Caitlin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't go that deep. But she literally said the N-word. And it was so casual. I had to watch it several times because I was like, what? And she said the N-word store. Like, she said N-word store several times. Like, I watched it so many times. No, she said it once, but she's like, like at the N-word store. And I was like,
unacceptable.
She tried to claim that it was her dialect, like a southern dialect or something. I was like,
no, she said the N-word store. That was the word.
No, that's the N-word. Yeah,
it
also,
was
what
literally
dialect?
the N-word.
I feel like she doesn't have a dialect.
But like, if it was a dialect, then what were you trying to say? What is it that we would have heard differently than the N-word before hyphenating with the word store? Like, what? No, that's what the word was.
Angry Joe did a thing on there. It was like, I don't know.
I was so many times. I watched that clip so many times. I watched that clip more times than when she showed her vag.
Yeah, but because
I couldn't understand it.
Like gutter English, like literal English, where they leave out like certain consonants and vowels from fucking.
There's nothing that would make.
Even in southern,
we're getting off topic. I think
we still got more drama to cover. We haven't even gotten to Dramageddon yet.
Got to get to Dramageddon. We got to get to Dramageddon.
That was pre Gamer Dramageddon. Now we're in Gamer Dramageddon.
We were pre-gaming.
September.
We were pre-gaming.
Yeah, that was a pre-game. Okay, so I have this laid out so that I don't forget the order. So there's a couple things that like you should know before we get into the drama, so it makes more sense. There's a streamer.
The preface.
Yeah, there's some preface. There's a big streamer event that happens every year. That's hosted by Cutie Cinderella, which is a streamer that hosts it. It's called Shit Camp, and she just invites a bunch of streamers to come play games, have a good time. And I saw like a little bit of it on YouTube. It seems like a good time. It just looks like a lot of friends hanging out and like, roasting each other, having a good time playing games,
should make
whatever.
Shit Camp a strength and gaming edition.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be really fun.
We're all pooping because we got chorro from eating Chipotle.
No, I don't fucking eat Chipotle for that reason. Also, I'm not white.
That's what we'll call it. Shit Camp.
So a lot of big streamers were invited to this event. One of them being XQC. Now, XQC, apparently, I just learned this. I don't watch his shit, so I don't know. But he's notorious for backing out of shit last minute. And, I've heard some streamers say, like, it's not like a mean thing. He doesn't mean to do it, but he just gets busy and, like, communication is just not his forte. So he ends up, like, canceling last minute and being a dick about it, right? So he called out last minute from this Shit Camp thing because another streamer wasn't going to be there. And like it caught Cutie Cinderella off guard, and like some of the streamers, Hassan Piker, one of them, calling him out for bailing last minute, saying that's not cool. So that is the preface. There was a couple other things that this article mentioned, but I never heard about it, so I'm just leaving that out. I'm going over what like the bigger information is that more people are aware of, because there's just a lot. There's a lot that goes on with this. Okay. So, soon after, on September 18th, we have another streamer called Slicker. I guess Slicker is like a pretty big streamer, kind of popular, not like as big as, XQC, but like, bigger. His name's Slicker, and he was accused of scamming his friends and his fans, like his Twitch viewers
and his mods
and other fellow streamers
and other streamers.
Yes, just whoever he could get his fucking hands on. And he got away with about 300K by the end of it. That's what rough estimates say, because we don't know for sure. One
streamer apparently gave him 26 or 27K. That's insane.
I think that was
he gave him that to clear the debt, to pay back the viewers, and he spent it all.
Okay,
that's what happened with that one.
Yeah,
but I think that factors into the 300K.
That's pretty bad
as a total.
So like I'm talking about all that he took away, right, from people. So that factor in. But I'm just saying that's
he was sliding. He was sliding into people's DMs.
Why?
And asking
who would do that? Like, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, that's nuts.
He knew he could get away with it just because he's
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the person that gave him 27K. Like,
and one of them was like going through cancer treatment. Someone, like one of his fans, gave him money.
That was the viewers.
That's fucked.
And I don't think he's still paid them back yet. Like, I know some.
That's fucked.
So the reason that he was doing this was because of his gambling addiction. He was asking for this money under false pretenses, saying like it was an emergency. His bank was frozen. His family needed money. He needed to like get on a plane last minute, whatever. Like, he was coming up with all these excuses. He was even asking, like, he was DMing his viewers, right? And he would ask them like, yo, how old are you? Because I guess he didn't want to scam children, which I guess is a plus. I don't know. Like,
I
he has some moral ground.
More charges involved at that point.
Yeah, no. If he was scamming like underage people, and then the charges are gonna be
they
can file charges.
So he made sure he wasn't scamming kids, or at least he was attempting to not scam kids.
No, yeah. So I guess he's an okay guy.
I know, right? Like, it's just funny that's like where you draw the line.
Morals, right? Like,
yeah, we know where the line is.
At least he didn't scam kids.
And
isn't that called racketeering?
I don't know. And this is where I found out about the drama, because
it's kind of a Ponzi scheme, isn't it? It's sort of like an investment where I'm going to pay you back. I mean, they didn't say like there wasn't any art like.
I think the reason he got away with it is because he asked for donations, but he said I'll get you back later.
He said he would pay them back, and did not, and lost all the money.
Didn't say he would pay him back.
He didn't say when. He didn't say when. So he can.
I guess he still can.
I guess
he still took it under false pretenses, because he used it for gambling and did not use it for the things he said he was going to use it for.
But technically, he never said that I'll pay you back.
It's like Amber Heard.
No, he said he would
donating
pay
her
back.
half of the divorce to some charity.
He said he will pay them back. So it's Slicker admits it, like makes an apology video, cries, admits it.
He was on with Hassan Piker and somebody else, and he was making light of it.
It was Mizkif. It was Hassan and Mizkif were on a call with him, and they were trying to get him to explain.
Cat knows the deets.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to explain, like, why did you do this, man? Like, you need help and all this stuff. And most of the time, by the end of it, Slicker seemed like he admitted that like if someone allowed him to do it again, he would do it again. Like, and he did not have any like qualms with that. He's like, I know it's wrong, but I would do it again. I know I need help, but like I would do it again.
Yeah, and so that is
so he's a piece of shit.
Well, speaking as an addictive personality, perhaps is the proper term. It's a slippery slope, and not knowing the entire story, because we only get this window into this person's life. We don't even know how much it is actually true. There's no way really to verify it from our end. But provided that all this stuff is true and it unfolded the way that it did, yeah, he's a shitty person, but he might also have a legitimate addiction, but he also, could have gotten help for it. Like, yeah,
he does have a legitimate addiction. We do have proof. We have screenshots of DMs where he's asking fans for money. He's asked other streamers for money.
I'm a Photoshop expert, Kat. I could make screenshots with all the shit that I have from you guys.
He admitted to it.
Admitted to it.
Well, that could be a deep fake.
How many murder, true crime, series have you watched, Kat? You get a confession out of anybody.
To this? Why the fuck would he admit to this if he didn't do it? He would be like, no, I didn't fucking do it. I'm not saying that he didn't
do it. I'm just saying that
we don't have the full story. We never have the full story.
But like, I guess what I'm saying too, from like I don't know, it's not even devil's advocate now. I'm going like straight conspiracy theory. It could all just be a PR stunt. You know what I mean? Like,
why would you ever give money to a streamer that took so much money from people like you?
Well, no. I'm saying if it's a PR stunt that no money was actually. I'm saying in this instance, in this hypothetical, that no money was actually given. It's all just bullshit. But let's assume that it's true, and he's a shitty person.
Yeah, he has a problem. He needs help. He acknowledged that, but he also said, "I would do it again," and like said it without any remorse.
What you're saying is like he has an addiction, but you have to be willing to get.
What did Sal say about? And I think he was a punk pickle when he said it. We were talking about scalpers, and he said, "I hope they lose their homes."
Yeah.
His career is pretty much over because of what he admitted.
Exactly.
But the addiction is still going to be there, right? You can't get help unless you're willing to be helped, right?
Exactly. And it doesn't sound like he's super willing yet.
With any kind of mental illness, if you're not willing to get help, maybe he doesn't think that he deserves it. He's a piece of shit thinking, right? That's why he hasn't gotten help.
Well, I hope he gets the help that he needs, and I hope that he's able to pay those people back.
I hope that those people the person that gave him $27,000 has learned a fucking lesson, though.
I think that was
it was a streamer. I think it was Ludwig. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I hope Ludwig learned a lesson.
Ludwig makes millions of dollars.
So then no, they haven't.
Fucking big deal to him. That's why he gave him $26,000, dude. It just here.
Yeah,
but Ludwig and XQC decided that they would try to like team up and like pay these people back on Slicker's behalf so that at least the viewers wouldn't be out money, and people who can afford it like Ludwig and XQC, they could like take the hit because they make so much money.
Yeah,
like
that's still kind of like,
yeah, that's still,
they're just trying to help.
That's helping the people, but it's also kind of like brushing what happened under the rug.
And that's why Hassan and Mizkif got on the phone with him to be like, dude, you need help.
And that's when he said, yeah, I'll do it again. I'll fucking do it again.
Right. So out of this whole thing, spawns people talking about gambling on Twitch because, we're talking about his gambling addiction and how serious his is. His is a crazy case. So, and there's lots of other people like that out there. And people are talking about getting gambling banned on Twitch. Like it should have been banned a long time ago. Two people talking about it specifically were like Pokimane, Mizkif, Hassan.
Trainwreck was the biggest opponent to that.
Trainwreck opposed that idea because Trainwreck
he's gambling.
He makes all his money on gambling on Twitch, which, yes, there are a few streamers who that's all they do is gambling on Twitch, and that's how they make their money. So when you take that away, you're endangering
they can't do their thing anymore.
Exactly. And let's see, according to the timeline here, so Trainwreck is opposing Ms. Kiff and Pokemon and everybody else, saying that gambling should be allowed because of the way that they make money. Ms. Kiff hits back at Trainwreck for defending gambling. I think this is like a Twitter thing where like they were going back and forth on Twitter. And so Ms. Kiff says that Trainwreck should be banned because of his alleged involvement in crypto scams. And then Train hits back with him this like crazy tweet. I don't have the tweet up to like read it word for word, but basically he said, if you're going to come at me, I'm going to hit you back. What about you covering up sexual assaults? And then everyone was like, whoa, wait, what? Sexual assaults? Hold up. And then the conversation became about sexual assaults and then just left gambling. Like, it was like,
well, understandably so.
Yeah, but also it's fucked up. Like, both are fucked up, but
misdirection.
It's misdirection. We're talking about a gambling issue here. And then you call somebody out because you're under the fire. So there's been
it was founded, right? That he tried to downplay one of his friends that
that's what people are saying.
Was getting, he apologized for it too. I didn't mean to downplay anything. And then the girl was the one that had come out and said that that she waited a while because
Adriana Lee is a girl.
She didn't know how to deal with it until, like, I think when it comes to like sexually being assaulted, you kind of go through that denial phase. You're like, no, this is my friend. I don't think they're doing that, but you have to kind of come to terms with it, and that takes a while, especially if it's somebody.
It does. You don't always realize that you're being assaulted, like in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it takes years to figure it out.
And sometimes then it takes an entire fucking lifetime if you're molested as a child.
Yeah.
And then Miss Kiff was saying, it's like he was trying to downplay it, saying like, no, this wasn't sexual assault, or
it was like a clip from a Twitch stream where he was like playing World of Warcraft. And he was just like, he was talking about it and he kept pausing and being like, it's not a big deal, like a minor.
Yeah, it was only light sexual assault.
Yeah,
pretty much what it was.
Like, nobody cares.
That was the gist of it. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
because
like
there's like degrees to that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like,
there's degrees.
Yeah, there's degree. Yeah, he's like, there's degree. It was minor. It was like whatever. And it's hard to listen to.
It was him and another girl that were trying to downplay what the friend had done. And
because I guess it was like I think they all lived in a house. And the guy who did the assault was Ms. Kiff's friend, and then the girl was Ms. Kiff's girlfriend at the time. And then Adriana Lee, I don't know like how she knew them, if they were all friends or like that they just met. I don't know about that, but I just know that I think she got drunk and went to lay down, and then the guy who assaulted her like came in to like check on her and then like groped her while she was drunk and like can't push him away or like decide anything for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And Adriana did.
That's Cosby level shit right there. Did this,
and she did come on to say that like she did downplay it because people asked her to, and at the time she didn't realize that it was this big of a deal, but over time she figured out that it was a big deal.
That's completely understandable, because you don't like as a victim you don't always in certain cases know right away or realize like, especially if it's something you're raised in or something like that, where it's like it's just what like whatever.
Yeah. Plus
or,
you also
or
have,
maybe your mind could block it out, and maybe it was just like, oh, like he came to tuck me in, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think it was more along the lines of like Mizkif is a big fucking streamer, and his group was it One True Kings? It's in OTK.
Yeah, OTK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they're a big fucking streamer. That's like Asmongold and all the other people.
Yeah, and like everyone was talking about too. Like Asmongold was talking about all of this.
Yeah, when you have
Moist
somebody
Critical.
big, yeah, when you have somebody big, that's a big streamer saying, "Oh, this isn't a big deal." Maybe you're like, "Oh, maybe it wasn't. I'm overreacting," right?
Yeah, there's that too, right? Like if the president says something is okay, then it's okay, right?
Yeah, there's that whole.
That was sarcasm, just for the viewers.
It's just and some people are saying, which I'm inclined to agree with, like both of these situations, the gambling addiction and the sexual assault, they're both very serious topics. We were on the topic of gambling, and then somebody used the sexual assault as ammunition or a shield to protect themselves.
Unlocked.
And that's fucked up. Like that should not have been the way this came out. If what's that guy's name? Trainwreck. I like block his name out because I feel like he's such a piece of shit. If Trainwreck, and also XQC knew about this. If Trainwreck and XQC knew about Mizkif covering up sexual allegations, why didn't they say anything earlier? And XQC admitted on stream that yes, they used it as a weapon.
Not to get too
they
serious,
put it in their arsenal.
Rape culture.
Yeah, they put it in their arsenal for a rainy day. And that's when they used it, which is fucked up. But also fucked up of Mizkif to cover it up. Fucked up of, actually the streamer that assaulted her, his name is Crazy Slick. Not to be confused with It's Slicker, the gambling guy. But yeah, so Crazy Slick is an asshole. Mizkif is an asshole. Trainwreck is an asshole. XQC is an asshole. And It's Slicker is an asshole because he stole from all those people.
Yeah, well, you get to see how bad money and influence corrupt somebody, where when they get that big that they think they can just
also
get away with shit.
This is something that
it's Twitch's fault though.
Twitch is just on the sidelines at this point, just watching.
Speaking to that though, this is something that in the past we never even would have thought of. Like these people are streaming video games originally, and now other shit like just chatting or whatever these people do, or body painting or whatever the fuck. But like in the past, we would never have seen this kind of drama. This kind of drama is reserved for, I don't know, reality TV shows and celebrities and politicians and things like that. Like this is become what or athletes, because this has become what it has because Twitch, streaming, video games, streaming, and all this has become so fucking mainstream now.
Yeah,
like
both YouTubers huge. And Twitch streamers.
It's huge.
Is the main source of media.
I am 40 fucking years old, and I didn't see this coming. I didn't think that this was going to happen.
With YouTube though, they've gotten better when it comes to like booby stuff. They started banning.
YouTube is cracking down.
Okay, but free the dip. Okay.
YouTube is cracking down on a lot of different things, and that's a whole other conversation that we can have later. Not on this episode.
That's a different episode.
There's shit going on at YouTube right now that's like crazy bonkers. But back to Twitch. It's not over.
But wait, there's more.
So with all of this, I mean, of course, with the whole sexual assault thing, fucking Mizkif is being canceled right now. But amongst all of this, going back to the gambling, Twitch decides that they are going to somewhat ban gambling. I saw like a bunch of headlines saying Twitch bans gambling, but it's not all gambling. It's slots related gambling. I think for the most part, roulette, but they're keeping sports gambling, and they're keeping one other thing. I forgot what it was.
Clear about that though. because loot boxes and other things in video games that could be considered gamblings are not even on
Well,
the
yeah, they're still
chopping
not
block
labeled.
at
They're
all.
not labeled.
Right.
They're not labeled
Right.
gambling yet in the United States, so that's why they're still allowed.
Like,
think
I
it was
could-
Bet.com or something they got,
Which
like was one of the big ones that got banned.
This is a really quick aside, I promise. I do want to point out that when I created Strength in Gaming LLC, and I tried to, I've always banked with credit unions because regular banks suck ass. And I tried to create an account for Strength in Gaming with a credit union, and they said no. And they cited that it was because the name was Strength in Gaming. The word gaming was in the business's title. So they immediately associated it with gambling. I said, well, it's not gambling, it's video games. They said, no, we don't care. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing,
It's
but
not.
okay.
Well, but some of it is now. There's some blurred, like with loot boxes and shit. But yeah, exactly. Like it was at the time. I was very much like, it's not the fucking same thing. That was a long time. It was like fucking 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
Before this became a thing where it's the point where literally now regular video games technically have gambling in them, but they're not, sanctioned as such. But anyways, go ahead.
So Twitch bans some gambling, not all, but it's still going to affect certain gambling streamers, of course, because they can't gamble the way they were gambling before. It says Twitch is banning unregulated gambling sites, but not sports betting, fantasy betting, or poker. So those are still allowed: sports, fantasy, poker.
Because those are legal in the United States. I think the ones that got banned are the ones that are not located here in the United States.
Yeah, some
Well,
like
also, I think you said something about slot type stuff because that's not
Yeah.
legal everywhere.
Yeah.
one of
Slots are
them,
not legal
one
everywhere.
of the sites
only,
was
Vegas
named.
and Indian casinos.
There was one site that was particularly popular amongst, especially, I think Trainwreck.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Bet.com. They're located in Europe somewhere or something. But it's crazy how many millions of dollars that company has sunk into streamers, just so they can just gamble on Twitch. I forgot how much millions. It's like somewhere around $20 million a year or something they spend on streamers to
it's
gamble
fucking nuts, dude.
on their website, and it's in a cut into their profits because of what Twitch did. Honestly, all the gambling should be gone. All of the in real life stuff should be gone. Most of the art stuff should be gone. Anything that has to do with body painting or anything of that matter should be gone. The hot tub streams should be gone. They need to go back to
I
how
do
it
not
originally
disagree.
was. They
Yeah.
need to stop doing that. If you're gonna do stuff like
Switch was supposed to be for video games.
stuff like that, only
Streaming
fans,
video
only
games.
yeah, only
Well, and I mean any sort of regular games, like board games are great too. Like just not like, it doesn't have to be digital, but it could be board games, it could be card games, whatever. But like all this stuff, and what sucks about it is like these are the people that are making the most money, right? The hot tub
Mhm.
streams, the just chatting stream. I'm not saying that just chatting in and of itself, but just chatting with your assets available.
there's
for all to
plenty of
see
there's
for
plenty of other
hours on end.
places that you can do that, right, and get paid
That
for it.
too, right?
OnlyFans,
There's so many other
live
platforms
cams,
for that.
whatever the
why
fuck that you
why
wanna
do you
do,
have to be fucking with our fucking video game streaming platform? But
especially if
it's not our video game streaming platform, because Twitch is the ones that are leaving, like they're leaving this, letting this happen, like,
Dude,
so-
and it just, and to top it off, after all this drama went down, they banned some gambling, which arguably is a good thing, but yes, it's going to affect some people and their income. Now they decided to affect everybody's income, and
Not
cut
everybody's.
the split,
the top
the
The
top,
top earners.
the top. But still, when we started Twitch, we knew the benefits of, if we eventually became partner and what that would mean. And now that's gone. We're never going to see that. So
yeah, there's 70. Was it 70?
Yeah, unless
30?
you had like a already withstanding contract with them,
right.
that they're not gonna lose money to try to break that. But any like incoming people, I guess like it's if you make over 100,000.
You make over 100,000
in subs.
You know,
so
after
it's not just
the
partners,
first
after
the first 100,000, you get the 50-50 and no more 70-30.
Yeah.
So I think that's like I'm pretty sure that would be per month. So
Yes.
if you make over 100K, which I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money.
All of the top people are gonna be fucking pissed. That's 20%. That's a lot of goddamn money.
It's a lot of money that they're used to earning. And when streamers are that big, they employ people. They employ mods. They employ editors. They have collaborations, producers. Yeah.
Just like, all the stuff that I wish we had.
Yeah. And like, just like any other person that makes a lot of money, they probably decide to hire, like a chef or maid or something along those lines.
Is that a personal attack?
No, it's not. But it's like, if you make that much money, sometimes people that make that much money, they're very busy in their life. They have a lot to accomplish in order to make that money. So they do hire these people to help make their life, to help keep it running. So then, they're employing other people, they're giving them income. So this is not only affecting the streamers themselves, but it's also affecting their employees, which makes me feel terrible. Like I know that they make a lot of money, and I know that we live in like this capitalist fucking society, and it's like ridiculous how much money the top earns. Right. But like, I think that a lot of streamers these days try to do it right. And they try to like give people a decent wage to live on for editing their videos for them, for modding for them, on all of this stuff, like just an example of something I watch all the time. Like I watch Markiplier's channel all the time. He makes stupid amounts of money that he can't even use it all. Like he donates a lot of it. And he employs one specific editor named Lixian. And from the sound of it, he gives Lixian enough income to like have him set. Like Lixian just had a baby. He's chilling editing. He edits a lot of videos for Mark. So it's not like he's not busy. He's a very busy guy. And on top of that, he does video game development. But Markiplier gives him enough money that he's able to like support his wife and his new child. And like, to me, that's insane that streamers make that much money, that they can like help support other people and like give them fulfilling and decent paying jobs. So it makes me sad that Twitch is doing this, because it's affecting a lot of different people.
Not only that, but like even just to think of like as a business, it sounds like a really bad decision. Like it sounds like they got greedy.
Yeah,
which is what
they're losing money is what's happening.
They're losing money. They're desperate. Then so it's not that they got greedy. Maybe it's that they just got desperate and they're trying to get money back. But that's
like, how did that happen?
That's a bad.
You could kind of
move.
see this happening from. I mean, look at how September is now. Like that came out before the revenue split.
The September.
So, the September.
Yeah.
It's gifted subs no longer count towards the discount. They used to before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
that's
why
their
first initial like sticking in. Yeah, so a lot of people were like not doing subathons because
hey, you gifted me 100 subs. That's awesome. Thanks, because of the discounts that they were
right
giving all the subs.
Yeah. So the discount was a hit basically on Twitch's side, because the streamers still got the same amount that they normally would for a sub, but then the viewer only had to pay like 20% less or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And then Twitch took that 20% hit and they decided no.
Yeah, like what did they do in the past like year or two that now they're so desperate for more income?
I don't remember how many years ago it was, but remember Amazon bought Twitch.
Right, that's why we have our Prime subs and like our Prime loot.
And well, I mean, what's Amazon
the
about if not making money?
Amazon Prime is really hitting them hard on Twitch, especially if you get a free sub.
You get streamers get a larger portion of the Prime subs than they do on a regular sub.
Right. Don't they get like exactly 50-50 rather than
they're forcing more ads now. Like even I think you have to be subscribed or some shit. Where before it was up to the streamer themselves if they wanted to put an additional ad, but at the top of the hour they had mandatory ads, right?
They were like they were promoting their ads. They were like trying to incentivize streamers to do it by doing like a promotional period of like, hey, if you do this on your own voluntarily, you'll get like more proceeds for the ads. And partners already have like in their contract they have to run so many ads per hour,
right?
And so they just have it automatically set on a timer usually,
and I think they all hate it. They do. No one wants, because it interrupts your content, you know.
Like I watched Lyric and he's like, why are you guys getting mad at me? I don't want to run these ads. They're the ones that are fucking doing it. They're forcing me to do it.
Yeah, Hassan only runs one ad per hour, which he has a special contract, and like no other big streamer does that. He has the least amount of ads possible, but he's also taking a huge hit to his income because of that. But he's like, it's worth it to me because these ads are fucking annoying. For me, for you, for everybody.
That I watch, that there's been multiple times where he's like had fellow Twitch partners come into his stream that don't have a sub, and he will pay for a gifted sub for them to his channel because he's like, I don't want you to have to sit through ads. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, he will gift subs continually, nonstop. I know a couple of the like Crytek partners will try to run that are also Twitch partners. They'll try to run their ads when they're like queuing up in the lobby, so that like you're not missing anything. It's just looking at a loading screen.
Right.
So they'll do their runs then, but like they have to actually like hit a button to like make sure that they do that every single time. So that's like,
yeah. And they have to keep an eye on the clock, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because if like it's been, you know, if a match takes a long time, I don't know if a match could last up to an hour, but then they have to be sure to press that button like right after that match is done.
It's 45 minutes now.
Oh, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the max now.
So yeah. So with Hunt, they would have to, that's Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So with Hunt, streamers so for them, playing Hunt, they would have to do every lobby like wait.
Yep.
And they would be okay.
Which could be every 5 minutes or every 45 minutes,
45
right?
minutes.
Because like
exactly,
you can load into a match and die immediately. You don't know. It happens.
Yeah. So like some people try to time it there, but then like that's a lot of work on either the streamer themselves or their mods
or they
have to go in and trigger the ad time for them.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Yeah, not everybody pays their. Not everybody can afford to pay their mods.
No,
I know.
With Hassan, it's top of the hour. He says,
top of the hour.
Top of the hour. I have to mandatory ad break. I'm gonna go pee. Go pee yourselves. I'm gonna go do something else.
So he doesn't have to press a button. It's just automatic, and he looks at the clock to make sure that he says that.
I mean,
before the top
you can
of the
set
hour.
it that way. You can in like your settings, you can say like, hey, I want to just do this frequency of ads, work, but you still have like your contracts.
Right. Yeah.
Like to that point, like if you are like playing Hunt, for example, like the timing could happen to where it's in the middle of a match.
Right.
If you have it set to on a timer.
It depends on how much you care.
Yeah.
As the streamer, right? If you want to set it just automatically and forget it and not worry about it, or do you want to be proactive and do it every time you go into a lobby or in your loading screen and trigger the ads for all your non-subs?
I think that's harder for a person that's actually playing game. Like Hassan does a lot of commentary stuff, so it's fine for the ads at the top of the hour because he can just stop talking.
Yeah, he can stop anytime.
But with
when you're playing a game, it's harder.
Person playing a game
it depends on the game. It does depend on the game, and depend on what you're doing in the game.
It all depends on what you're doing and how busy you are yourself. I mean, maybe you don't have either the staff or you've got too much going on your like information overload or something that you can't be bothered to like remember. Like there's just too much going on.
Yeah.
It's situations different for everybody.
Yeah, with Lyric, I'm sub to him, so I get to watch his antics whenever. But a lot of the time he has like sub Sundays where he's playing with subs and stuff like that, or
That's cool.
they recommend the game, but then an ad comes on and everybody's typing in chat, ad, stop, ad, because the story is still progressing of what he's doing. And
right.
They can't see it. All they see is an ad, and they're like, "Hey, ad, hold on, ad."
Yeah, so you can pause it.
And
so
it's not like one ad. It's like 2
it's
minutes.
like 2 to 4 minutes. I heard.
It's like six ads right back like back to back.
It's gonna end up being like with YouTube. So sometimes in
that.
YouTube you'll get like 8 ads in a row.
Yep.
Like 8 ads is like, what the fuck? That's 45 minutes. It's a 45-minute ad on fucking, like when I listen to music, because I don't fucking pay for the fuck you read. Sometimes you'll get a 45-minute ad and we're listening to music and it's like, why is the ad still going? And you look and it's like, that's an hour and a half. Is it showing us a fucking movie? What the fuck's going on?
I've never seen that on YouTube. Interesting. I feel like the longest ad I've gone was like 5 minutes.
I got a whole documentary.
But here's the
Michael
thing.
Moore
Here's the thing, Kat. The ones that have the skip ad button can probably go on longer, right? Like if you're not paying attention, you're not clicking the button, it'll just keep fucking going.
Right. The 5-minute ones are a skippable one, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm just doing something and it's background noise anyway. So I don't care. But most of the time I'm like, skip.
But I think with YouTube, it's going to end up pissing off the big streamers and they're going to leave. It's just going to bounce to YouTube.
Yeah.
If you guys, worse and worse.
If you want to have another episode about YouTube, I know it's not really video game related. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers that upload Let's Plays that I watch, and that's really why I'm
live
YouTube
streamers.
Yeah. Everyone's moving from Twitch to YouTube. Like bigger streamers are forsaking Twitch and going to YouTube.
The revenue
they'll move back
a little bit better. They just got to start.
YouTube is like not all that great for
YouTube has some
streaming.
work to do with their chatting for their live streaming. I haven't tried to live stream on there, but
Twitch has the better like setup. It's the execution of it that is going down the drain.
I do have a soft spot.
You gotta
for Twitch.
remember when Twitch first started, it fucking sucked balls.
Yeah, it did.
You gotta. It's just like with every other
took
platform.
A long time.
When it first starts, it's gonna suck. It's not gonna be.
UI is still pretty fucking terrible. Like
it is.
Just like how everybody has this nostalgia about Steam. No, Steam fucking sucked at the beginning. It was horrible. It was always fucking shutting down. It was fucking
nostalgia goggles.
Yeah, no. Twitch was horrible. So when you talk about other platforms that aren't up to snuff to Twitch, it took a fucking years to get to that point.
Plus, YouTube is, I mean, YouTube is great for what YouTube is already. Like, there's no like question about that. YouTube is king for what it is. But like for streaming, yes, it's still in its
they're still working on it.
Infancy,
infancy.
Yeah. If fucking Google can't run Stadia, it's gonna make it a little bit more difficult to run Google, right?
But a lot of really large streamers have tried that have been primarily on Twitch have tried to leave Twitch and go elsewhere and haven't succeeded and come right back to Twitch.
Yeah. Because,
look at Ninja. Look at how many times he keeps leaving and he comes right back to Twitch.
It's because it doesn't. You leaving doesn't translate to your
to your viewers.
Your lazy viewership. It's not gonna. They're just gonna look at somebody else.
Stay like, wait, why is it up there? I'm just gonna switch to somebody.
Yeah, there are plenty of people that love the Twitch platform and they'll just watch whatever's on Twitch.
It's not go to YouTube. It's because they're used to it. It's just
they know it.
The only thing that I wanted to say about that, and like in the end, was that maybe it could benefit some of us, no-named assholes who play video games that, not that it would benefit me, because even if I started streaming Eve again, I don't think there are any streamers that are big enough to be affected by this.
Yeah.
Play Eve. But, like maybe there's a few streamers out there that might get a bump up because of it.
Yeah, but you gotta temper your expectations though, right? Because there's always the top dogs that are like the top 20. And if they lose one, then all those viewerships will just go down to the next ones. They have to lose the top 20 before.
Well, that's what I mean.
The smaller
I'm saying,
YouTubers.
I'm saying that if some of the top 20 leave, then the people that are below the top 20 will get moved up.
They'll be the top 20.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like someone at the very bottom. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
But,
I think for like the small streamers, it would be almost like impossible. They would
the
have
small
to, like,
streamers
there'd be no
start
difference.
over.
have to carve out a niche and have like a good community. I'd rather be a small streamer with a good community than a big streamer with like just a bunch of assholes rolling on your chat.
Because I feel like there's a happy medium.
I don't like people, dude. Honestly,
I feel like there's a happy medium where you can make a decent chunk of money streaming games, but also just have the right amount of loyal followers where you can still be personable and you can still like manage your chat well. While also making pretty good money.
There's something to be said about that. Yeah. Like the point where you can't even talk to your followers anymore because you have so many of them.
Yeah, because the chat's just flying like a turbo, dude. Who's like, wait, what did that person say? Oh, it's already 5 pages behind, so I can't.
At that point, you have to have the whole paid featured or whatever it is. Like someone pays points or money to have their comment featured, and that way you can actually fucking see it.
Well, I think
but
that
even then, a lot of the times when I do like subs and shit for the free subs, they don't catch it just because
there's too many.
And I will say that it does break immersion, I guess, when you're watching a streamer and you sub and you get no response. Like I'm not even like you don't have to like praise me or anything, but there's a thanks for the sub so and so doesn't even happen, and at that point it's like, well, why did I even sub?
It makes me sad.
It's like but anyways, you were saying.
Well, I think that about covers
that's all I have to say
Twitch
about
drama. It's been a wild ride. Don't know if it's over.
No, it's not over.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but
maybe Stadia will change over to a streaming platform.
The latest YouTube drama is what has me like hooked right now, but I won't talk about that.
Yeah, we'll do a YouTube episode next. Or a bonus. We'll do a YouTube bonus.
We should do we can do a bonus TV episode.
That was Eddie. He was like, how come you didn't talk about G4? There was some shit that happened with G4.
Oh my god,
TV.
it was horrible. I watched.
So we should do that too.
I fell into the rabbit hole and I started watching and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'll do some more episodes about that kind of stuff. But thank you everybody for listening. There'll probably be more about Twitch in the near future because this is just literally the beginning of what's happening right now, and things that are coming to light. But so thank you for listening, and good night, you motherfucking nerds.
Good night.
Hashtag
Good night.
Free the nipple.
That too, absolutely. I'm for that.
Dudes should be allowed to do topless streams on Twitch.
Yeah, it's sexist. Well, wait, no, it's not. Because I mean, if you're body painting, it's okay. So
yeah,
nipple tassels should be involved though.
Peace.
Thank you so much to all the nerds that listened. You can find us at strengthengaming.com or email us at info@strcast.com.